Well, that's a hard act to follow. Thank you, Morgan. I am one of the co-founders of AVPRI, and as Pastor Howard Jenkins said, AVPRI has been active since 1975. Originally started in upstate New York in prisons, Greenhaven, and other prisons in New York with prisoners just trying to survive their bid and volunteers trying to help them do so. So this program is a very hands-on, active, experiential program. It's a program where people have fun, where people learn and extend themselves deep into their hearts to learn who they are and how they could be better people. It's a program that has been used all over the world in places like Burundi, Rwanda, Guatemala. I myself, when I heard some of the speakers speak about people extending a hand to someone who is different, I remembered going to Guatemala and offering a workshop where the people who were there were surprised that the police suddenly showed up. But they showed up, 2 of them, because they wanted to be part of the program. They wanted to learn conflict resolution, and they showed up on their own to attend. People were not friends with the police, as we know in Guatemala. And there was some consternation about the police joining in. But we did an exercise that made everyone cry. And it evolved towards the end of the conference, the workshop, 2 people looking at each other as human beings. No one at first wanted to be partnered with the police, of course, but finally 2 brave souls did. And when I saw them sitting in silence, as the words were read, "This is a human being you are looking at. Find in your heart the love for building community, the blessed community with this person." I could see both the policeman and the community member start to shed tears. So this is, I think, a fitting end to this very deep and moving demonstration of our caring for this city and our desire for peace. And so I'd ask you all to join in this really simple and yet moving event, which is, I'm going to ask those people who are volunteers to come up and take a ball of yarn in a bag, and you know who you are, and each of them is going to be a leader for a circle. And it's very simple, and yet you might find surprising this particular activity. So we're going to separate ourselves. I would ask you not to join a group with those who you know, or who you might know, or who you live down the street from. But find people that you have never met, or that maybe you don't know at all, and join with them. Now I'd like to ask the leaders to raise their hands. And while they're doing that, we can be thinking about the prompt, which we will describe how to use. And the prompt is going to be to say a word or phrase that describes what you commit to bring to the healing of our community this summer. So we're going to join into the 6 groups with these 6 people. Please raise your hand high. We're not going to number off. I think we're just going to trust that this wonderful assemblage of people can create a fabric with each of these leaders. And what we're going to do is ask everybody to form a circle within each of your groups, and then you'll be passing the yarn around. So you have to form a pretty tight circle. So you can do this while I describe it. I think that might work well. So form a circle around your leader, and your leader will be part of the circle, not in the center. Form a circle including your leader, and then we'll pass the skein of yarn and make a statement of what we intend and commit to offer this summer to build our community. I think that you'll find it's both fun and inspiring. That's all I'm going to say. So I